He little hero who offered the world to his sister. I've been a pediatric nurse for 12 years, and I've seen some tough things, but nothing quite like what happened last Friday night. We had a young girl come in, maybe 15 years old, a total star on the local soccer team. There had been a freak accident during a thunderstorm, a fallen power line, and the news was devastating. She was going to survive, but the doctors told us she would never be able to walk again. I was the one who had to stay in the room while the parents stepped out to process the shock. They were completely destroyed. They left their youngest, a little guy named Leo, who couldn't have been more than 5, sitting in the corner of the waiting area. I knelt down trying to keep it together, and I told him, "Leo, your sister is a fighter, but things are going to be a little different now." He didn't cry. He just looked at me with these big serious eyes, and asked, "Is it because her legs don't work anymore?" I nodded, my throat feeling like it was full of sand. I turned away for just a second to check a monitor, and when I looked back, he was gone. I panicked. I went sprinting down the hall, calling for security, thinking a 5-year-old is loose in a massive hospital. We searched the cafeteria, the gift shop, the lobby. Nothing. Finally, security radios in. They found him in the physical therapy wing, tugging on the sleeve of a head surgeon. When I got there, I heard him. This tiny little voice, perfectly calm, saying, "Sir, I have 2 legs and they're really fast. Can you just take one of mine and give it to her? I don't mind hopping, as long as she can play soccer again." The surgeon, a man who's seen it all, just stopped. He couldn't even speak. Later, when we told his sister what he'd said, for the first time since the accident, she didn't look at her legs. She looked at him, and she smiled. In a world that felt completely dark, that little boy was the only light we needed.